We are going to discuss Code Forces round 743 Division 2 Problem C book. So it is given that we are given a book consisting of n chapters. Each chapter has a specified list of other chapters that need to be understood in order to understand this chapter. So every chapter is dependent on some other chapters which we need to study before we can understand some particular chapter. So our aim is to determine how many times you will read the book to understand every chapter, or determine that you will never understand every chapter no matter how many times you read the book. So it may be possible that we will never be able to complete our book, as we will see that there may be some loop in the dependency. So we will never be able to understand any of the chapter in that loop. Or if it is possible, then we will determine that how what is the order and how we can read every chapter of the book. So in the question we are given a test case, number of test cases, then number of books, then each line represent that what are the number of chapters. That chapter is dependent on number of that chapters. So let's understand it by an example. So here let's consider this example. In this a arrow represent, let's suppose a arrow between 5 and 4 represent that in order to understand chapter 4, first we have to understand chapter 5. So we have a arrow from 5 to 4, which means that chapter 4 is dependent on chapter 5. Similarly, chapter 3 is dependent on 4, 2 on 3, 1 on 2, and 2 on 7, and 7 on 6. So here chapter 2 is dependent on two chapters, 3 and 7. And this graph can always be drawn because we are given some dependencies and we are given number of chapters. So using that we can determine this graph. Now let's see this example. First of all, when we will try to read this book, we will start from chapter number 1. Then we will read chapter 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now here we cannot start reading our book from chapter number 4, or we cannot start reading our book from chapter number 3 or 2 or 7, because these are the chapters which are already dependent on some other chapters. So we can only start reading our book from chapter number 5 or chapter number 6. Although we will start from chapter number 1, but the first chapter which we will read will always be 5 or 6 because they are not dependent on any other chapter. So in our first iteration, we will let's see we will start from reading this and this. So let's see how many chapters we will be able to cover in the first iteration. In the first iteration, when we will reach chapter number 5, we will be able to read it. And when we will reach chapter number 6, we will again be able to read chapter number 6. Now, when we will read chapter number 7, then we will be able to read this chapter number 7 because we have already read the chapter number 6. So, chapter number 7 is dependent on only chapter number 6. So, we will be able to read chapter number 7 and 6 and chapter number 5 in the first iteration. So, one observation that we get from here is that if there are chapters connected through a arrow and have a increasing number, like chapter number 6 and 7, they are in increasing order. So we will be able to read the next chapter because we have already read this chapter and its next chapter is directly connected, and we have already read this chapter in that iteration because this number comes before the next number. So in that same iteration, we will be able to cover the next chapter also. So in the first iteration, we will be able to cover this part, and from this end, we will be able to cover this part. Now let's see what will happen in the second iteration. So in the first iteration, we have covered this part, and from here this part. In the second iteration, we will be able to cover till this part, and in this we will be able to cover only these two chapters because in the first iteration we have read chapter number 5. Now in the second iteration, the prerequisite of chapter number 4 is completed. So we will be able to complete the chapter number 4. But the next chapter, which comes after 4, is 3. But 3 has already gone. We will read chapter number 4. So we will not be able to continue in from this end. So to reach to read these two chapters, we have done two iterations, and to read till second chapter from this end, we have done again two iterations. So now let's see what will happen in the third iteration. Now we will not move on from this part, this end. We will only continue from this end to see let's what happen. Then in the third iteration, it is clear that we will be able to reach till this chapter. And in the fourth iteration, we will reach till this chapter second. But we have already reached the second chapter from this end. So it means that we will be able to read second chapter only when it's all the prerequisite chapter are completed. That is chapter number 3 and 7 are completed. So chapter number 2 will be completed only after the fourth iteration. Why? Because it is necessary that we reach chapter number 2 from the both ends by completing all the prerequisites of chapter number 2. So here we find that for chapter number 2 we have to take the maximum of the two iterations, or the or all maximum of all the paths which will lead to chapter number 2. Because and one observation here is that the reading chapters from both end is independent of each other. For example, if there is no path from 6 to 7 and then 2, then also we will reach to chapter 2 from chapter 5 in 4 iterations. And if there is no such path with 5, 4, 3 and 2, then also we will reach in 2 iteration from 6 to 2. So it is clear that these both parts are independent of each other. So when we will do 4 iterations, we will be able to read the chapter number 2. It doesn't matter that we have reached chapter number 2 in 2 iteration from this end. So so to complete this part of the graph, we have to do minimum number of 4 iterations. Now we can continue to chapter number 1, because to read the chapter number 1, we have a prerequisite that we have completed chapter number 2. So we will complete chapter number 1 in 5 iterations. So this whole graph will cover in 5 iterations. So this whole thing somewhat look like a in which we have to form a order. You can see that this whole thing look like a topological sort, in which we can take or we can read some chapter after all the incoming edges to that chapter are completed or have already been visited. So this is like a topological sort in which we have to maintain a value vector or value array, in which we will maintain values according to all the incoming edges, and it will store the maximum value from all the incoming edges. For example, to read chapter 2, we have two edges incoming. One which says that we can read chapter number 2 after two iterations, and one which says that we can read chapter 2 after four iterations. So we have to store value 4 because it is greater, and both the branches coming to this chapter number 2 are independent of each other. So to complete chapter 2, we require minimum of 4 iterations. And one thing is that we will not be able to read some chapter if there is a cycle. Suppose there is a cycle here. So this can be seen that suppose if we want to read chapter 7, we are dependent on chapter number 1. And to complete chapter number 1, we are dependent on chapter number 2. And to read chapter number 2, we are dependent on 7. So this will form a loop, and we will never be able to read any of these three chapters, and the book can never be completed. So this part of the graph should be cycle free. So this can also be checked in the topological sort if we can check that whether all the elements of the array are visited or not. So let's see the solution which I have submitted. Here first of all I take the input what are the number of nodes, then I have formed that what are the edges in, that is what are the edges coming into a node and what are the edges going out of the node, although this vector is not used anywhere. And then we have a vector which consists of in degree of a node and then value array which I've explained in the solution. So first of all I will take input in k. K is the number of nodes which are coming to an node. Actually, coming to a node means that what are the prerequisite chapters which we have to complete a certain chapter. So that is the k, and that will be the in degree of that node, that we have to complete the k chapters before reading that chapter. And then I will take all the chapters one by one and push them in in the edges coming to a node, and in the edges going out of that book we will have a arrow from that book to the current book. Then I have implemented the topological sort from a queue. First I have pushed all the elements which have in degree as 0 in the queue. Then I have run a while loop. While the queue doesn't get empty, I will run this loop. I take out a element and then check all the elements which are having an edge from this current node. So then whatever the value we are having for that node, we will take the maximum with the current node and we will add 1 or 0. We will add 1 if the node to which we are going will have a number lesser than the current node. So let's see this from this graph, that suppose we are going to a node 4 from 5. So the number 4 is less than 5, so we have to increase one iteration. So if we can read book number 5 in one iteration, it takes number 2 iteration to read these two books, because this has a lesser number. And suppose the number is greater, that is we are going from 6 to 7, then we don't have to increase the iteration, because if we can read book number 6 in one iteration, we will again be reading the book in the same iteration. So I have taken the value of that next node with the maximum of the current node plus 1 or 0 depending upon the condition. And I have decremented the in degree, and if the in degree becomes 0, that node will be pushed in the queue. If you don't know much about a topological sort, I will give a link in the description about topological sort. You can read it from there. So then I have checked it. There is a node which does not have in degree as 0. So if any node has in degree greater than 0, then that will not be pushed in the queue. And if that is not pushed in the queue, then we have not read that book till now. So if there is a book we have not read till now, that is not possible with our logic, and that is only possible if we have a loop in our graph. And if we have a loop in our graph, we will print -1. And if we don't have a loop, then we will print the maximum value of the value array. That is what is the maximum iterations any of the book is getting to read. So whatever the maximum iterations to read any of the book is there, we will take it as our answer.